Hello everybody, and this is Sarah here. We're going to be playing Divinity 2, or I always get this name wrong. Divinity Original Sin 2. The Lavender Lizard Kiraza. So, you may notice that we are not where we last left off, and that is because I accidentally deleted the footage. So, we don't have that. So, what you do need to know, though, is that we went ahead and we got our revenge against that Naren guy. Killed him. Then, we decided to come over here and start the quest to free Amrio. Now, what happens with that particular quest line is that let me disable this edge panning here for a second. Makes combat easier, but navigation makes it weird. So basically, the guy who runs the camp here is named Griff, and what's up with Griff is that he has some stolen merchandise that was taken. He believes that Amrio took it, but in actuality it was this lizard stingtail. And what he did was he stole these oranges, but the oranges weren't the issue. He basically stole Griff's peyote, which is they call it. It's called Divinity. I guess is what helps induce these dreams. And this stingtail guy, I guess he can see visions when he dreams. He takes the peyote to get his visions. The Red Prince also wanted to talk to the Stingtail guy about a prophecy that will allow him to regain his place in the Ancient Empire. So we were able to persuade Stingtail to give up the Divinity-filled oranges, and then we are going to return them to Griff. So that's where we are now.
Need something in the kitchen, do you?
And I have everybody broken up like this because after we return these oranges, Griff is going to get pretty mad because we aren't going to
spare the indignation and hand it over. Good girl.
We aren't going to give up Stingtail. Because we don't want him to be murdered because he's kin, and the whole party is pretty against giving up Stingtail. By doing so, we earn ourselves the hero tag, which is interesting. Cool. We're a hero now, but this combat is very difficult. I've come to find out. So we are going to try to complete it this time around. Let's see. Alright, that'll do it for me there. See, now I found that this is a very difficult combat. Let's move here. Alright, sweet. That knocks down that dude's armor. then we will actually encourage. See, Armor Frost is fine because that's just magic armor. And we don't care about magic armor. What we do care about is... let's see... one thing I've noticed is that these guys very quickly destroy me. Also, acid and fire don't mix very well.
I'll yield to none.
Ooh, and they hit super hard. Alright, let's see. It's the worst thing that could happen. Let's see. Alright, so we got a little bit of our health back. Once this chicken comes back, it's kind of a bad deal. Let's see, what can we do? Let's get him burning. Start with that. Then let's just do 2 basic attacks. It looks like the fire breath was almost free. There we go. That's what we want. He walked up and hit us in the face. The nerve. Alright. So let's try this. Yeah, there we go. Because now they're in a world of hurt. Yeah, they're not liking life right now. Whoa! Was not expecting that. That was terrible. Alright, so if I fortify... this restores it. So who's up next? Butters. They're in a pretty bad spot, I think. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and shields up. Gets our all his defenses back. And let's just go ahead and battle stomp and knock down him. Alright, Fane's in a bad way. Oh, that's not good. Iffin's in a bad way as well. So what I will actually do is see if I can't cast Restoration on Iffin. Alright. I would like to heal Fane, but since he's undead, The only thing that will actually heal him is poison? Okay, I only actually have 1 point left. So I'm going to end my turn.
I sense something nearby.
Ooh, okay, it's a good thing I shields up. Three attacks? All right. Not my turn. Huh. Oh. Invalid target. This must be out of range. Alright. Maybe I can take them out. Yeah, looks likely. Yeah, costed me him. You know, even though this doesn't look like it's going well, this is actually one of my better attempts. But I'm just not strong enough. Like I've tried this quite a few ways, and unfortunately, what I may end up having to do is just go out in the world and like maybe try to find some encounters that aren't against 8 dudes, and see how that works. Give me 1 sec. My oven's going off and it's just going to keep beeping if I don't turn it off.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Keep it down, will ya?
Ain't fit for beasts.
Sorry about that. Professional recording. So I'm just gonna go out and see if I can't find something that'll give me a little experience.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe. As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops her hands from her throat and starts hyperventilating.
Ben, missed. Ethan, Ben, missed. You killed them. You killed them. He killed them all. Murderer!
Ethan, laugh off the accusation, though it could well be true. Tell her she need not fear. Nobody's giving you a contract for her life. Wink and tell her you've come back to finish the job. Tell her she need not fear. No one's giving you a contract for her life.
Keep him away from me! Help! Somebody! Keep him away! Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster bednest away from me.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue jester this round.
What of it? Yeah, what
Stay
of
back. Stay back. Keep that monster bednest away from me.
She's not a fan.
Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster bednest away from me.
See, I know from a little prior experience, there are these alligators over here, and they are terrifying. But hopefully we can take them out. They don't have much in the way of damage reduction, so hopefully and they definitely don't have any damage reductions against magic. So if we're lucky, that's the tough one. It has armor and magic armor, or magic armor, yeah. So what we're gonna try to do is, one, get out of this oil, because oil's bad, and two, light this oil on fire. And we'll fortify. So fortify Ithan, or Fane. I've taken myself pretty far out of combat. Which is not exactly what I meant to do. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still out of range of a lot of things. Ooh. Alright. So, this should deal a good amount of damage. Yeah. Because, I guess poison just interacts violently with fire, so... it's a pretty good bet. Oof. Yikes. Okay. So... since he's on fire, this should deal a good amount because they're oiled arrows now. Alright, so the Red Prince is up next. I should be able to take this one out. Let's try to... I don't have enough AP, so let's just go ahead and shields up, get our armor back. I'm in a pretty bad spot, so what I will do is I'm going to cast Restoration on myself. And then I'm gonna backstab this guy to get out of the fire. So this should do what I wanted to do. Yep, perfect. Looks like it still leaves me with 2 ability points. Since he no longer has any physical armor, he should be susceptible to the chicken claw, and that would be great. Perfect. Alright, so I hope I'm not close enough to this fire for it to be a problem for me. But if I don't get away from him, he will probably take Feign out. Oh, okay, the alligator has attacks of opportunity. That's unfortunate. Alright. We're in pretty good shape. I think. So what I want to do is just go ahead and... It's like it's too far away. I don't want to get too close because I definitely don't want... Definitely don't want to get burned. This should take that guy out, which is fantastic. Feel like I'm gonna have to... Oh, you know what? I could Battle Stomp. There we go. And maybe Shield Bob? No, that would be a fantastic turn. So... That's good. Let me get over this way. So I definitely want him to have to spend turns or spend action points to move. Let's just run up there. Thank you for not running through the fire. I appreciate it. Alright, great. We did it. And it only cost us the life of one of our companions. Alright. So... Definitely need to be a little better in combat. We're starting to run out of our restoration scrolls. for sure. Ooh, gloves of teleportation. Those seem good. I don't know why a random crocodile had gloves of teleportation, but no complaints from me. Let's put them on. So I don't have any gloves, and I'm level 2. Seems like a really powerful ability for level 2. So let's see, what does the skill do? Teleports a target character or item to a point of your choosing. So like if I wanted to tell the Red Prince to go over there. He is over there. Oh, and he took damage. Oh! Okay. So, like, that could be useful to get enemies away. That's actually very handy. Like a form of crowd control. Okay. Take the gold, take the tomato soup, take the bloodstained journal. Let's check that out. If the rumors are true, I'll be rich as an ancient. Can't expect less from a king's vault, even one on a prison island. If it's anything like the Silver Glen jails, getting out will be easy as getting in. They'll take any sorcery these days, and that's easy enough to fake. So he landed, found a good mark right away, says he's got a teleporter spell. I can filch easy enough, just had to say I'd escape with him. Far be it for me to lead a stranger to all that gold, though. So close I can almost smell it. The bolts ought to be just outside the prison. I can't believe Barara. If I can believe Barbara. Jeez. Her map's my golden ticket. I see it behind my lids when I close my eyes. Okay. The Vault of Brachus Rex. Oh, okay. There's a body up there. Nope. Nothing of value there. You know who really upset me? Those turtles. See if I can't find those. Give them what for. Ooh, there's a chest. Locked. Open lockpick. Unlocked. There we go. Nice. Got a plate. A piece of mind scroll. Target gains clear-minded, which increases strength, finesse, and intelligence by 1 and wits by 2. Alright. Rain skill book teaches rain. Create a spreading water surface which douses fire. So it's wet. Okay. This could be useful. Some whisper wood. It's a little valuable. Oh, what's that? Oh, that was that body of that man we destroyed. Oh, here's a yarrow flower. Apparently, you were able to... that Migo guy that we fought on the beach, if you give him a yarrow flower, he won't aggro you. I don't really know much benefit to that. Oh. How did we miss her?
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll. Or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze.
Approach her and ask her why she's so enamored with that lizard. Ask her what a girl has to do to earn that stare.
No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into your neck.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking.
Command her to let you go this instant. Who the hell does she think she is attacking you like that? Tell her to take it easy. It wasn't your intention to startle her. Yeah, you know what?
To you,
Hands off.
I am this pressing pain you wish would go away, but won't.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
It's dawning on you, isn't it? Why I hate reptiles like you.
You recognize the scar as a lizard slave mark. Quickly assure her you're no slaver. Politely ask her to remove the needle so that you can talk to her like this, like civilized people. I am no slaver.
Forgive me if I don't take your word for it.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
Huh. Make her an offer instead of killing you. She could join you. That seems better than me murdering her right now.
Never.
Insist you're planning your escape and you would need people with talents like hers. Yeah.
You are a lizard, perhaps a slaver. Why should I freely chain my fate to one like you, like I was once forced to?
Remind her you saved her from certain death back on the ship. This is how she intends to repay your kindness. Say that despite the apparent irony, you're the only one strong enough to ensure secure her freedom. With you by her side, she can make it back to the mainland. Reason that with your wits and wiles combined, you could get out of here. No one would expect the two of you to work together, or an intelligence option. I'm always going to choose finesse because I had the most points in finesse. So here we go.
I hate to say it, but you make sense, fork tongue.
Jeez, so many slurs.
Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you provided we talk to another lizard. The one I've had my eye on. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles then. You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal, wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours.
So, I'm not exactly a rogue, but I'm roguelike. So, maybe... Let me see, what dexterous?
My grace and finesse could make a cat's fur go green with envy. Go on, give me the details.
A ranger, a rogue, a shadow blade, a wayfarer, a metamorph. Someone can transfer to best suit combat. Let's go with a ranger.
Suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, let me take the lead. Then follow me. But wait. You seem to have quite a few followers already. We'll be far too conspicuous traveling in a caravan.
Okay. So, we found our last person here. Hey, buddy.
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet, baring its teeth and growling.
No, you don't mess with my cat. There it is. There's the cat. So there's something up with this cat, man. Like, it just... Nothing just follows you around like this and isn't like some dude in disguise gonna come and steal my sweet roll. So... Let's see if we can't find those turtles again.
As you approach the unsmiling Magister, Ifan catches your arm and speaks to you with some urgency.
Companion origin moments.
I need to talk to this one for a few moments. Alone.
Sure, why not?
Ifan strides up to the Magister, speaking in a calm and controlled voice. Though you can't hear what he whispers, the Magister's face turns whiter than snow as he hands a note to Ifan with shaking hands.
Don't! I'll give you the information. Here, just don't! Alright.
Ifan walks back to you, leaving the quivering wreck of a Magister behind. When he catches your eye, he winks. Ifan catches you looking over at him.
What?
Tell him he just made that magic soil his breeches.
He barks a laugh, then shakes his head sheepishly.
I wanted some information. That Magister wanted to negotiate. I negotiated.
I say you like the way he takes care of business.
Oh, it's just practice. All in the way you set your jaw, lass. I'll teach you someday. I only do it when it's necessary. And it was necessary back there. He wanted me to kill someone. I didn't want to kill them. Being a little impolite seemed the least bad option.
Agree. Better an offended magister than a death on your conscience.
That's about the size of it for me, all right. And now that we agree, shall we agree to keep moving?
After reading the scrap of paper he took from the Magister, Ifan marks a spot on your map and looks out to the far horizon.
Alright. Nibora. It's a traitor.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a personal, and if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you go up to somebody and ask him, like, hey, can you make me a tool to rip someone's face off? Probably doesn't go well. You're going to be in big trouble if you keep it up. Oh, yeah, I see. Instead of talking to her, I clicked on steal something
Amidst
from her.
a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after?
Ask her what she's making.
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
Oh yeah, the Kruger fingers.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something?
Outlaw. Suggest she let you take some of her wares away for testing before you decide whether they're worth the gold. Hey man. Can talk someone into something, do it.
Nothing of mine needs testing. Pay or walk. Just don't waste any more of my time.
Say you'd like to learn more about the contraption.
Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
Ask if it was Dallas who invented these god-awful collars.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions?
Since she's no more, it's tight if you could loosen it a bit.
For you? Hell no.
Ask who might be worthy of her services.
Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you haven't. So buy or shove off.
Alright, what do you got for
all
sale?
Manner of things. Have a look.
Okay. What she has in her inventory. Sharp piece of metal. Some poison arrows, knockdown arrows. Some lock picks. Not those claw gauntlet thingies. That's what I want. Ooh, I want to use the spear too. That's what I want. Well, here, take the knife. It's 11. That doesn't. It's like the attitude based on the value of something you give them. So I mean, you can have that bowstring too. Looks like it. It's good to know. May not be that easy for every single vendor, but you know, I was a little curious as to why they just kind of let you wander around. Like, but you're on a prison island, like, where are you gonna go? So, It's not like you're going to wander off someplace that they won't be able to find you if they really want to. I think those turtles were back this way, but I'm not 100% sure. And how do you know how close you are to the next level? So maybe under journal? No. Skill panel? No. Huh, I don't know. No clue. Usually it would just be there. Yeah, I don't know.
The Stone King watches over the water.
Lay a warm hand upon the old man's bone-cold foot.
The old king responds. He vibrates. You feel the power come to you. The world darkens and fades.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Not as good as or not as cool as I thought it was going to be, but... I thought something crazy was about to happen. I don't know what else I can do to get experience. Let's check the journal, I guess, or the log. The Voltobrachus Rex. So it's near a beach on the western edge of the Hollow Marshes. Alright. Hollow Marshes. Western. Alright. So let's go wander off in search of that. Doesn't seem to be the way though. Well, I mean, maybe? Oh,
what's
it's a
this?
chest though.
I found something.
Improvised staff. Yeah. Hey, Fane. Looks like you have now an improvised staff. I could just find it. Auto sort. There we go. Put in Fane's bag. Fane currently has a makeshift wand, 3 to 4 poison damage, 7 to 9 fire. you know? Even if it's a little worse, or you don't get that cool interaction with fire and poison, but it's just so much more damage, so it's a good thing we went that way. Can we get in there?
Yavos!
Ask what's behind the
None of
door.
your business, you leathery freak.
The slurs. It's like more intense than I thought they would be. It's like I'm playing a like an Argonian or a Kaiji. Oh, there's a chest.
As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, I knew we'd make a solid team.
Tell him you're glad you went back for him when the ship was sinking.
I am too, I must say. Good to know someone's got your back when the going's tough.
Wonder about that little errand I mentioned. Who exactly is up in here to kill?
Ifan shrugs off his backpack and reaches into its depths. After rummaging around, he holds out a tattered page to you, upon which you can see a broken wax seal in the shape of a wolf's paw.
Have a read of my contract and find out.
Ben Mezd. Your target is none other than Divine Bishop Alexander, leader of the Grand Divine Order. Get close and show our benefactor why the Silver Claw is the more feared amongst the lone wolves. Oh. Wizard armor. Yeah. Pretty good. Well, let's give wizard armor to our wizard. Okay, let's talk to him about his little...
You've read my contract. What does that look in your eye mean?
He's facing down an impossible task.
Maybe.
He sniffs the wind, gazing out across the dilapidated buildings of Fort Joy, as if looking for something.
But maybe it's going to work out. I've got a contract, a man on the inside, and now you.
Raise your eyebrow so you'll watch him succeed from a safe distance. Won't be easy, but I'll help you.
Good to know. And likewise, with whatever errands of your own you have.
Ooh, almost there.
Dusty pouch. Oh. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm... Darling bow. Leather armor. Equip. So we can give the stained shirt to... Let's give it to good old Red Prince here. And give this... It's a toy crossbow. There's 8 to 9 versus 6 to 8. He gets +1 finesse. So 10 to 11 damage, 8 to 10. It's not better necessarily, but the crossbow hinders movement a bit. Who's to say? I would like to get that spear equipped. Ooh, I wonder, is that a path I can take? Hidden alcove. This is where we found Fane, right? Yeah. Kind of wish you could click on the mini map to move around. But you cannot, so.
I've spotted something.
Oh.
Never hurts to get your claws dirty now and then.
You know what? I'm just gonna dig my way to beating that. Oh, okay. There we go, man. Ooh. Was not expecting that. I mean, but what can you expect? See, this isn't the right way. I need to get over here. Which means I need to get past that gate, I think. It's a little tricky. I could have. There's a button for it. Could have used that waypoint. Looks like he's a quest marker.
Move along.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside her. Her eyes meet yours. She doesn't blink.
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left.
Remark that Alexander is but human. If he's really all that's left, we're in dire straits indeed.
Yes, our Lord Bishop is human, and so is his father, the Divine. The Divine.
Her voice trails to silence, and she resumes staring at the ground.
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later.
Wonder what's keeping Alexander from ascending.
They say his powers are not developing as they should. They blame the Voidwoken. But we need his powers to develop so that he may banish the Voidwoken. It's quite the pickle.
Ask if the Divine was alive when she enlisted.
Oh, yes. Only a week or two before, well, you know. I wanted to serve him more than anything. But who didn't then? He was driving the Black Ring back, soon to rout them entirely.
Ask if she's certain that rounding up sorcerers in Fort Joy will protect anyone.
I put my faith in the bishop. Reminds me of his father. And what he said has been true. Wherever there are sorcerers, Voidwoken strike.
So you hope he ascends soon, so Voidwoken
I
getting
wish
worse.
it every night. More than anything.
Alright. She's a bit fanatical. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like it is a gotta get past that door thing. So how do we get past this door?
Enjoy your stay, Snakey.
Go on, keep moving.
These guys, man. Landed onto this anti-lizard rhetoric. Oh, I found a thing to dig. Oh! Underground tunnel. And everyone leveled up. It's an important level. We're gonna go finesse again, and say wits. We will now take a point in dual wielding since we do dual wield now. Well, actually, I want to use that spear right at the moment, so maybe I'll take another point in... You know, let me put another point in polymorph, then get another point in finesse. Talents. There's a lot of talents we could take. The pawn permits your character 1 AP worth. You know, I want a tax of opportunity. So we'll take opportunist. Because I don't like people walking away from me without getting what's coming to them. And now I'll equip the spear. $18 to 20 damage, pretty good versus 8 to 10. So there's that. Mage's shoes gives +2 initiative. And some more armor and whatnot. That's good. You know, normally you would want to like spread the wealth with these gear drops, but nah. They can get the scraps. All right. Let's see. Memory effects skill slots. Let's give him a skill slot. I wonder if there's two-handed staff. Yeah, let's give him a point in two-handed weapons. And he has a talent. Let's give him all skilled up. I don't know. Bigger and better. Melee guarantee 2 attribute points. Combat Kid, Demon. Elemental Affinity. Elemental Affinity lowers the action point cost of spells by 1 when standing in a surface of the same element. Living armor. I don't know if it's the right thing, but I kind of feel like you should being able to take attacks of opportunity, I think, are good in my personal opinion. So for him, I think Picture of Health gives 3% extra vitality for every point of warfare. He has 2 points of warfare, that'd be 6% health. And he's melee, so I'll probably be giving him warfare fairly often. I will take it. It's finesse. It's constitution. Let's give him a point on ranged. And take... See, now I don't want him to... See, he doesn't seem like one that would be attacks of opportunity. But Fane isn't necessarily either. I don't know. It's kind of... iffy. I don't know. But what I would like him to have is... shooting arrows will inflict bonus elemental damage depending on... That seems good. Elemental Ranger. That seems like a solid take. Oh, so Fane was previously dual-wielding wands. And there are... Ooh, fire lizards. Okay, so you kind of like...
Aglow with flames and glistening slime, the strange beast looks at you almost expectantly.
Peer the creature and slowly ask if it can understand you.
The bizarre creature utters a series of gurgles. It seems to be gesturing towards deeper in the cavern.
Ask if it wants you to go where it's pointing, so you need a flame slime ball.
The creature warbles incoherently, shaking its bulk towards the bowels of the cavern.
Alright. I mean, it's not messing with me. Hammered over. So, I'm not gonna mess with it.
I've spotted something.
Ooh, big chest. Wizard's mitts. So I can give those to Fane.
Did you hear that? Something's up ahead.
I appreciate you guys not walking in fire when given the option. There's another.
The fiery slime creature looms imperiously over you and utters a questioning gurgle.
Tell the creature you don't understand what it's saying.
The slime beast's gurgling takes on a more agitated tone.
Gesture to your ear and shrug your shoulders.
The slime beast growls and lurches forward to attack.
Alright. It's a lot of fire slugs. That's a fire staff, isn't it? Oh, it's almost completely. I wonder. I mean, at least that'll do some damage. Nice. Let's get out of the fire. Shoot the lizard. Encourage our allies. There we go. That's what we like. So again, get out of the fire. See if we can't finish this one off. That was good. That guy's pretty strong. Mess and feint up pretty good. And I'm not in a super great place myself. Let's take that first. Oh, a lot of my skills require a dagger. That'll be a problem. I mean, it's not being that courteous at the moment. Oh my goodness. Takes so much damage from trying to walk through the fire. Oh. Well. And here I thought I was doing alright. And we get obliterated.
I need aid.
Because we can't understand fire slug. Well, unfortunately, we have to end another episode on a gruesome death. I know I keep saying it'll get better, but at some point it has to. So hopefully you'll stick around to see exactly when that is. And I hope you've had a great time. Catch you later.